Ladies and gentlemen, Baba has finally spoken through Opiyo Wandayi. Raila Odinga has finally spoken to his supporters across the country on who exactly they should support, they should vote for in the 2027 general elections. And trust me, that Raila Odinga's message will completely shock the Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka and his supporters. Because Kalonzo Musyoka, for quite a very, very long period of time, Kalonzo has been waiting for Raila Odinga's support in the 2027 general elections. Kalonzo Musyoka has been waiting to be endorsed by Raila Odinga in the 2027 general elections. Main reason being that even Kalonzo Musyoka supported Raila Odinga previously for 3 good times. Also, Raila Odinga made a promise to Kalonzo Musyoka and the Kamba region, that Raila will support, will endorse, will vote for Kalonzo Musyoka in the 2027 elections. But yesterday, Raila Odinga himself confirmed that there is no way he is going to support, there is no way he is going to endorse the Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka. The politics of betrayal. So what Raila Odinga said is what exactly the majority of Kenyans have been eagerly waiting to hear, and especially ahead of the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment that will take place next week on Wednesday and Thursday. You know what the majority of Kenyans expect is that once President William Ruto has successfully managed to kick out Rigathi Gachagua from the government, President William Ruto will now be free to work with Raila Odinga and Musalia Mudavadi ahead of the 2027 general elections. That is through the broad-based government. Rigathi Gachagua has been totally opposing Ruto and Raila Odinga's broad-based government. In fact, what people are saying is that the Pentagon is officially back ahead of the 2027 general elections, which is actually true. In the recent past, what we have been seeing between Ruto and Raila Odinga are just signs that indeed Ruto and Raila Odinga are going to work together in the 2027 general elections. Like for instance, the first sign is when President William Ruto appointed Raila Odinga's ODM party leaders to be part of his government, to be part of his cabinet. And you saw the reaction from Kenyans. Majority of Kenyans were extremely happy with President William Ruto's move. Kenyans were happy to see ODM leaders, they are calling them ODM experts, in President William Ruto's cabinet. Because it seems that previously Kenyans were not so happy seeing President William Ruto only appointing the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins in his cabinet. So once President William Ruto appointed these ODM party leaders, President William Ruto's cabinet currently represents the face of Kenya, because it is made up of almost all tribes in Kenya, not only 2 tribes, the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins. The second sign is President William Ruto's role in Raila Odinga's African Union Commission top job. You have seen President William Ruto and Raila Odinga working together. You have seen how President William Ruto and Raila Odinga have been campaigning together in different countries in Africa for the African Union Commission top job. Kenyans are happy. You have seen William Ruto's effort doing everything possible to ensure that Raila Odinga actually becomes the next African Union Commission chairman, which is actually very possible. And the third sign is when Raila Odinga himself personally saved President William Ruto from the Gen Z's protests. Remember, when things were falling apart, Raila Odinga is the only leader who stood by President William Ruto's side. Raila Odinga saved President William Ruto from the Gen Zs. If you can still remember very well also, immediately Raila Odinga joined President William Ruto during that particular time. That was the end of the Gen Z's protests. So, for the very first time, Raila Odinga has declared Ruto TOSHA. Raila Odinga has made it very clear that he is going to support President William Ruto in 2027. Raila Odinga is not doing this for the sake of Murima. Raila is not doing this for the sake of any selfish interest of the Luo community. I mean his Luo community. Not at all. Raila Odinga is not doing this for the sake of Nyanza region alone. But Raila Odinga is doing this for the sake of the unity of all Kenyans. Meaning, Raila Odinga has fully endorsed President William Ruto without demanding any shares for his Luo community from President William Ruto's government. And that is exactly how a national leader should behave. Just like President William Samoei Ruto, Raila Odinga cannot and will never ever be a tribal leader. As a matter of fact, why the majority of Kenyans wants Rigiji to be removed from government immediately, it is because of Rigathi Gachagwa's tribal remarks. Every time Rigathi Gachagua was speaking about Murima, ever since Rigathi was elected, Rigathi has never spoken on behalf of Kenyans. He only speaks on behalf of his tribe, yet he is the second in command. And that is why even Moses Kuria told Rigathi Gachagua face to face that he should not be so selfish. He should not just do things to benefit his community. Let me just read for you this message from Moses Kuria. He says that in Parliament, you have seen how MPs voted. In the scenario Mount Kenya MPs go it alone without working with other communities, that won't be enough to compete with the rest of Kenya. We should not be selfish and do things just to benefit us. We should be very careful and not to make the same mistake we have made in the past. So I'm going to read for you this message from Raila Odinga, a message through Opiyo Wandayi. But before that, just a quick reminder that if you're listening to me and you haven't subscribed, I want you to take 1 second or two and subscribe to my channel down below for you to be able to receive more political updates like the one that I'm currently doing right now. You can also give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend this video automatically and this channel to reach out to more people, because I believe that is the only way that we can improve this channel to grow. So to my returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much. I don't take your support for granted. Having said that, now let us proceed, and I want you to follow this analysis to the end so that you can understand. So this is the message. It says that, let me just show you on the screen. Mimi nina uhakika uhusiano wetu wa kisiasa utadumu kabisa beyond next 2027 elections. Sisi tumeshikana na Mheshimiwa Rais William Ruto kikamilifu. Si kubahatisha. Sisi tuko ndani ya serikali na serikali iko imara. Serikali haina wasiwasi hata kidogo. Ni jukumu lenu na sisi tulinde serikali. Isimame na tuunge Mheshimiwa Rais mkono aendelee kuongoza nchi hata baada ya next election. I'm getting 3 very, very important things from this particular message? First of all, Opiyo Wandayi through Raila Odinga is finally admitting that indeed ODM party is in the government. ODM party is also in President William Ruto's government. He says that sisi tuko ndani ya serikali na serikali iko imara. Something that William Ruto and Raila Odinga have been denying, that there is no way ODM is working with the government. But this is a clear proof that ODM is indeed working very closely with William Ruto's government ahead of the 2027 general elections. The second very important thing that I'm getting from this particular message here is that the reason as to why ODM decided to join the government is to protect President William Samoei Arap Ruto, to lead this country, to ensure that President William Ruto is safe. That is why it says that ni jukumu lenu na sisi tulinde serikali isimame na tuunge mheshimiwa rais mkono aendelee kuongoza nchi hii hata baada ya next elections. What can you say about this message? Do you trust that Raila Odinga is working with President William Ruto? And do you support Raila Odinga's move to support President William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections? That is it. I don't have much. Let me see you again in my next video analysis. Remember that my name is Jason. Have a good night. Thank you.